Hi everyone, it's Gina K from Gina K Designs, and I am so excited that you guys are here joining me this evening for another Stampin' Chat Live. Tonight it is Mix It Up Monday, and I'm looking up at the camera, just making sure we don't have any sound issues, but hopefully you guys can hear me well and you can see me well, and we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. So like I said in my description of tonight's live video, we're going to be doing some interesting types of rainbows. And I've done rainbow blends and I've done all kinds of different types of things like that. But tonight we're going to do something just a little bit different. And I think it's something that everybody can do with things they already have in their craft room. Now, before I get started, I just wanted to tell you a little story. So I went over and visited Alicia. Alicia and Rena live together in a little condo right near our store. And sometimes I stop by there, and Alicia and I have coffee in the morning. So we were having coffee, and she was very excited. She told me that her plants had started to sprout. She had picked up this little kit where you can grow basil and rosemary and I think oregano or something like that. And she had been really tending to them, making sure that she watered them every day, and she kept a plastic cover over them. And she was so excited that they finally started to sprout. And she said, you know, my whole life I had tried to grow plants. I'd put seeds in dirt and watered them and then, you know, waited. And they never grew. And this is the first time that they've grown. And I think I'm developing a green thumb. And we talked about it a little bit. And what we realized is it wasn't so much that she didn't have a green thumb before. It was that she was busy before and she wasn't really focusing on those little seeds. She wasn't giving them any time. She wasn't tending to them. So it wasn't really that she didn't have a green thumb. It's just that she wasn't putting the time in to cultivate those little plants. Now with COVID, she's kind of locked down. She's at home. She's trying new things and she's spending a lot of time focusing on them, and they are flourishing because of that. So I was thinking about that, and I was thinking, you know, we spend a lot of time focusing on people and relationships and things that really don't make us a priority back. And often it's insecurity or some kind of misplaced anxiety that makes us run after who and what often doesn't care about us. And we often do that at the neglect of the people and the things that really do care about us and give us a lot of love back. So remember, whatever we put our attention to, those are the things that are going to grow stronger in our lives. And I have a quote about all of this that I'll do at the end of the show. But let's get started on some rainbows. So here's another little metaphor that I was thinking about when I came to rainbows. So if we can go to the overhead, I know a lot of you guys know I love to collect crystals. So this is a crystal that I have, and you can see how beautiful it is. This is called a smoky quartz crystal. And it's beautiful and it's clear. See how perfectly clear that is? I mean, it looks almost like glass. Tom takes me to caves when we go camping sometimes, and we stop at little crystal stores. And this is like my little collection. I collect these things. I really think they're just beautiful. But this clear one, you know, everybody was like, oh, look at how clear that is. That's just beautiful. When I bought it at the store, everybody was oohing and eyeing over it. And I thought, yeah, that's really pretty, but let me show you one of the crystals that I love even more. It's another smoky quartz. So this is smoky quartz. This is another smoky quartz right here. But you see this one? This one has lots of cracks in it. And it's not so clear, but look what happens when crystals get cracks in them. Can you guys see the rainbow in that? Look at the rainbow. You see that right there, that rainbow? That's what happens when crystals get cracks in them. And I think that just like us, the more things that we've been through and the more cracks that we have through the experiences in our lives, the more beautiful we become, just like this crystal with this rainbow. And that's why I wanted to focus on rainbows tonight. So I wanted to just show you those two, how the clear one is very beautiful, but it's just clear and it's plain and it doesn't have any experience. This one has that beautiful crack that makes it so gorgeous. And so obviously this is my favorite one, the one with the big crack in it. Okay, yeah, crack like the rest of us. Well, welcome everyone. It's exciting to see you guys all come here tonight and join me. Tom is going to be joining me in just a little bit. But first, I'm going to do the first card without him, and then he's going to join me for the second card. So I'm going to start. I'm really close up because I wanted to show you the rainbows in my crystal. Let me get my die cutting machine here. So the first thing that I'm going to do tonight to make my first rainbow card is I'm going to use some circle dies. Now you don't have to use stitch circle dies. You can use plain circle dies. You can use circle punches as long as you have a couple different sizes. Whatever you want to do, you can use for this first card. I'm going to use our single stitched circles here because they are the bigger of the two, just by 1/8 of an inch, but I'm going to use all 3 sizes. So you want to pick a couple of different sizes. My neighbor is mowing the lawn, and I think that he took the muffler off. It's so loud. Do lawnmowers have mufflers, Tom?
You want me to get rid of them?
No, no, I don't want you to get rid of them. No, I didn't want you to do that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, Tom got rid of that. It's quieter now. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my biggest circle and I'm going to take my smallest circle and I'm going to cut these dies out using just a piece of plain, it's peach Bellini cardstock, but you can use any cardstock for this. Scroll through the comments, Tom. I want to see if anybody heard any of that racket. You tell him, Tom. Oh my gosh. So now I'm going to cut that middle one. I already cut these 2 out. I'm going to cut the middle one out using one more piece of peach Bellini. He's back. Okay. And this is what I'm going to use to create my rainbows. I'm going to use these circle dies or this part of the cardstock that was left over. So this is kind of a fun way. If you don't have rainbow stamps or you don't have a rainbow stencil, you just don't have the right thing to make the rainbows that you want to make, you can do that using some die cut pieces. All right, so let's start with the smallest one. So I'm going to put the smallest one right about here. And then I'm going to use some purple tape. I'm really sorry, guys. You know, it's weird because it's dark out. And I guess the guy must have forgotten that it gets dark and he's trying to cut the grass really fast. But man, it's loud. We should ask him if he wouldn't cut the grass on Monday and Wednesday nights. Okay, so I'm going to put that here like that. And then I'm going to use the second piece. Let's just cut this apart here. I'm going to use the second negative piece, and I'm going to place that. Oh, that's not the second negative piece. This is the second negative piece. I'm going to use the second negative piece. Sorry, I'm distracted by the lawn guy. Okay, so I'm going to put the second negative piece right up here like this. And I want to get that nice and even. So I've got even spacing on both sides. And I'm not going to worry too much because I have my piece of cardstock cut a little bit bigger here. This is cut 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This way I can cut it out when I'm all done with dies. Okay, and then I'm going to take some of this big purple tape and I'm going to create a nice line going across like this. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to mask off the top. So if you don't have any masking paper, you can use some purple tape. You don't have to use purple tape. You can just use some excess pieces of cardstock, little scraps that you have. But I'm going to use the purple tape since I have it here, and it really does a nice job for masking. And plus, you can reuse it. Okay. So now I've created my first little ring of the rainbow. Can you scroll through? Okay, and the colors that I think I'm going to use are, You know, I want to use 3 colors here, so I'm glad I'm glad you guys can't hear the rainbow. Thank you, Tammy, for letting me know that. Hey, Rebecca. Rebecca's from Make It by Marco. She's the one that does all those my cool Connect glue holder. That's Rebecca Marco. They have a cool Etsy shop. Okay, so you can do any color of a rainbow that you want. So for this one, I'm just going to do the traditional red, orange, yellow. I'm going to use those 3 colors. But you can also, I could do green, turquoise, and purple. That would be a really pretty rainbow too. So yeah, the rainbow colors go in order: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple or violet. Roy G. Biv. So which one should I do, Tom? Should I do these 3 colors?
Love it.
Okay. All right. I'm going to do this one. So I'll start with the green, and I'm going to use a Simon Says Stamp blending brush here. And I'm going to ink up the brush real well. And then I'm going to, now what's going to happen here is I'm actually going to get a little bit of ink in this stitching. Now, if you don't like that, just cut out circles that don't have a stitched line, or just mask them off. Just cut a little arc of masking paper and mask them off. But I think I want the stitches to show on the first one because I think it's going to be cute. So we'll see if we can really get it in there. So I'm going to blend this rainbow here, the first rainbow thing. What do they call it? The first color, the first ring? I don't know. But you see, I'm really kind of working the brush into those little stitched lines, because I noticed some of the cute stamp sets that are out there and die sets do have a little stitched line along the rainbow edge. So we'll see if that picks up. Okay. So there is my first color of my rainbow. Now I'm going to pull this off. I'm just going to set it up again after I'm done this. This is so fun. Actually, I'm going to leave this here. I'm not taking this one off. What am I doing? I need this. Oh, no, I have to take it off because I got to get rid of this. I'll set it up again. Okay. So now I have my first ring there. Now I'm going to mask that with the second circle. See how the first circle makes that white space? Now I'm going to mask it with the second circle. Okay. So I'm going to tape that off. And this is a really super simple card, but I just want to make sure that now if you want to make sure that you know where to put your, let me find my little pen here, where to put your mask going across again, just get a ruler. You don't even really need a ruler. You can just get a piece of cardstock, put it up against here like this, and then using an erasable pen, you can just mark it off like that, okay? And then we can just erase that later. So now I'm going to go back and put this one to cover my green. I'm very distracted by that guy. I mean, it's dark out. He's out there in the dark cutting the grass. Who does that? All right, I'll let it go. You're probably all getting annoyed with me. I'll let it go, but I'm not gonna lie. It's bugging me. I think he knows I go live. That's what I think. I think he knows. All right. Now,
Andre asked, do you have to leave the first half circle on?
You don't. You could take the first half circle off for sure. I probably should do that. Let's do that so you guys can see what it looks like. It's a great question. So we'll pull this one off so you can see. Oh, see the little stitches in there? I don't know if you can see them, but they're super cute. Okay. So yeah, you don't have to leave that one on because this is going to cover the whole thing, and it will get it a little bit flatter. So I like that idea better. Make sure. I don't want to go over, though. I actually want to leave just a tiny bit of that green exposed. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to mask this off right here. That should be pretty close to the same spot. And then I'm going to use my big cutout, And I'm going to make my second place to ink. All right. There we go. There we go. All right. And then I will mask this off. And I could just use those other pieces, but what I would do is I just would lay these flat, right? You can see it over here on the side. Let's see here. Let me move this. If you want to reuse your purple tape, lay that flat, get your tidy towel, and then just clean the ink off of it so that it doesn't get all over you. Because this is pretty good tape, and it's not like paper. It's kind of like vinyl-y feeling. So now it doesn't have any ink on it, so I can use that somewhere else. Use that here, like that. And I'll do the same thing with this one. I'll clean it off. I don't like to do it on the cardstock, but that's all right. And then I will put that there. Okay, so now I am going to ink another color. And that color is going to be Turquoise Sea. All right, I think it's calming down out there in our area. I want to get this to be a nice bright turquoise. So I hope you guys have all been doing well and you had a nice weekend. We had a nice weekend. We worked a little bit this weekend over at the store, working on some inventory and setting up some new stations because we have some new people, staff members, joining the Gina K Designs family over there. Some new customer service people and people that are making the products that you guys want. All right, so we'll pull that off. Okay. And we'll pull this off. This is so fun. Look how cute this is. Isn't that so cute? So now we have two little rungs of the rainbow. So there's a couple different ways that we can do this one. So we can, let's see, we can put this in here and I can't see this. Let's do it this way. We'll put this in here. And this one I'm not as worried about. I wanted to make sure those others came down nice and straight. This one I'm not quite as worried about. So let's see what we can do with this. If we had a smaller circle, we could use that, or we can just go in like that. And we can make that one. Maybe I'll get a smaller die. I have a lot of smaller circle dies. So let me see what I have. Let me grab one. Stay tuned. I didn't mean to completely leave. But I have, here it is. Here it is. So I have some generic dies. I actually think they might be Hero Arts, and this one would be a good size. That one would work. That's just a plain one. And there's one smaller. Let's see if this one works. Okay. Yeah, I think that one's going to work. So I'm going to cut one of these really quickly and do the last one. I guess I should have planned this one a little bit better, but that's okay. This is how we do it. I'm telling you, we do it on the fly. So Tom's keeping track of all the colors that we're using tonight. And I am just going to cut this out. All I need is a tiny little peach one. There we go. So the stamp set that I'm going to use tonight, Tom, while you're typing, you might as well type it up. Emily from Gina K Designs, Emily Loggins, has a really cute rainbow set. And it's called Be the Rainbow. I think I've used it before on one of the lives. and it's got really good greetings for rainbow cards. So that's the one I'm going to use tonight. Be the Rainbow. All right, and I want to make sure that this, I'm going to go in with yellow here. Tom, switch my lucky clover to wild dandelion. Can you do that? It's going to be a nice fat one. We'll see. This might not be the perfect size, but it'll be fun nonetheless. We could have gone with the bigger one. Should I cut the bigger one? Give me encouragement. Should I cut the bigger one? No. I think I need something right in between those two. This is a set that has so many circles. It's like got a million of them, but these are the same. I must have two sets. Oh my gosh. I'm going with this. All right. So I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to get a new piece of this purple tape. So if you don't know what to do with your purple tape, and you've got a lot of purple tape, and you're not die cutting, this is another great thing to use it for masking. I love using purple tape for masking. It's fantastic. Okay, we'll put this up here, and then a little bit down the sides. And again, you can just wipe that off with your tidy towel, so you don't have to use new ones each time, but I'm using them just for the ease of getting this going here. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to use the wild dandelion, then we're going to look at it. And if it's too much, we could blend a little bit of Tangerine Twist in it. Yeah, usually it's winging it Wednesday. It's winging it all the time. I am the winger. I am going to add a little bit of tangerine right along the edge, almost like a sunshine. Why not, right? Okay, so there's my wild dandelion. I really want that to be bright. All right, let me find my Tangerine Twist. See, Tom, I knew that you would type all of that and then I would change my mind. So okay, so I have a little bit of Tangerine Twist. Oh, and you guys, I know a lot of you have been waiting for ink to come back in stock. A lot of it came back in stock today. So let's add a little bit of orange right along the edge.
Can you do something to get the tape to stick better?
No, the tape sticks really well to cardstock. So I think I had trouble getting it to stick really well to my dies. And what I think I was doing wrong was I was just trying to get it to stick to the metal, but it would stick to the paper. So I would put it like across the die completely where it stuck to the paper on both sides. And then it was working really well. Okay, this is fun. I like this orange in here. Okay, well, let's see what it looks like. It still has to look cute, even if it's not exactly what I intended. Yeah, and the purple tape is not like overly sticky, but it's sticky enough. Okay. Tom will do a different oh, that's what I wanted. Isn't that fun? I think it needed that little bit of redness coming up from the bottom for sure. Oh, yes, yes, yes. That's what I was looking for. See, winging it Monday. It's fun. Okay, so now I can take my eraser here, and this is my friction pen. So I can erase those little lines. And if you're having trouble, actually you can just get your iron and iron it or send it through a laminator. It will not last in the heat. So that being said, don't write a check or something that's going to go through some kind of heat system because it'll be gone. Or maybe you want to write it that way. This way you don't you don't have to pay the bill. Okay, so now we have that. Let's just put that aside. Yeah, I could add a little purple at the top. I threw away all my mats. Do I have enough here? Could I do it? I could. Oh, I could. All right, you got me. I'm adding a little purple at the top by special request. Okay, now I gotta dig through the trash to find the thing that I threw away. Here it is. I found it, I think. Is this the one? Yep. Okay. That might have been the one that I did earlier. All right. Okay, I'm adding purple. You guys are so supportive. Why is it too expensive to do this? It's not that expensive to do it. I mean, you could use just cardstock and tape it on, or you can use a Post-it note or something. Oh, I see. Friction pens. Somebody said they were too expensive. I really like them because I make lots of, you know how you make typos when you type? I make them when I write. I swear I do. I will go to write something and I'll forget an N or something in a word, and then I ruin it. So I love having friction pens to write on the insides of my cards. All right, so I'm going to use, okay, smidgen. Shauna said just a smidgen. So I'm going to go just a smidgen. Okay, I'm really smidgening here. To smidgen. That's a verb. All right. I'm trying not to go too much on the blue, but you got to get a little purple, right? You got to be able to see it a little. So I hear you guys, some of you guys got the Gina K cardstock and your blending is getting better. It's true. You have to have the right cardstock, and our cardstock is the smoothest. All right, wish me luck. I really want that same reaction from Tom. I'm going to put all these aside and save them for later. Okay, taking my time. Oh my goodness. Oh. Look how cute that is. It kind of glows, doesn't it? Yeah, I like that too. All right, so now I'm going to get just a piece of plain white cardstock here. And this is the, what is this stencil called, Tom? This is called Nature's Elements. Yeah, so it's got all these different things. It's got a sun, and it's got some clouds and stars. And then these little leaves that you can butt up around flower collages that you're going to do with popped up flowers, and just add a little bit of background flowers, real soft and shaded. So I really like this stencil. I got to do more with it, but I'm going to do 2 clouds. So I'm going to pick this cloud here, and I'll use the Turquoise Sea for this because that's the color that we've already used, so I want it to be consistent, but I'm going to rub some of it off here. The cardstock we're talking about is the Gina K Designs Pure Luxury White Cardstock. It is so smooth. You will love it, love it, love it. Okay, now I'm not worrying that I'm going outside of the stencil or outside of the lines at all. I don't care what's happening anywhere else. What I really want to do is just get a little accent. Can you guys see that? I hope that's seeable. Okay, so I got that one there. Now I'm gonna clean it with my tidy towel. Make sure it's nice and dry. I'll just rub it on my shirt. Okay, and then I'm gonna go. I flipped it over, so now I'm gonna get the opposite. See, turn the whole thing over, and I'm gonna do the same thing again, just a little bit around the outside. Doesn't look like much, but then when you take the stencil off, you can really see it. Now I'm going to fussy cut. Now these are very, very easy to fussy cut because it's just a big chunky cloud, not anything that you have to, there's no details really. It's just big and fluffy. So I want to fussy cut them. They're fun. Now you could just freehand clouds too. You don't have to do what I'm doing. But it is kind of nice to have the shape. And I guess what I like about having the stencil is it becomes a shaded cloud then. It's kind of cute. But if you don't have that, you can just, cut out a freehand cloud and maybe just sponge along the edges like we used to do in the old days before we had all the fancy blending brushes. You could also use a blending brush along the edge too. Okay, so I just use this basically for the basic shape. All right, there we go. So there's one cloud. You know what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to put one on either side of this rainbow. Okay. This is fun. Now, remember, I tell you guys all the time that when I don't have any mojo, what I do is I just make elements that I can use on cards. So wouldn't it be fun to just stencil a whole bunch of these clouds? And just, you know, when you're sitting and watching your favorite movie on Hulu or whatever, you know, you can just trim out your clouds and just put them in a box. And then when you're ready, you can make a bunch of rainbow cards and have the clouds ready to go. Okay, so almost done here. This one's a little smaller because I'm a bad fussy cutter, but I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, and there's the other one. Oh, how cute is that? All right. Now, before I put those clouds on there, I'm going to cut this whole panel out. But before I even do that, I have to decide where I want to put my greeting so you guys can help me. So this is the set I want to use. So we have Be the Rainbow in Someone Else's Cloudy Sky. We have Look for Rainbows. Look for the Rainbows. That's very encouraging. Look for the Rainbows. I think I'd like to do that one. Enjoy every little moment. You are going to be okay. That's a good one. You are loved. I like that, but I think that's going to get in the way of my clouds. You're on my mind and in my heart. Wouldn't that be cute with a little rainbow? Let's do that one. Well, what do you guys? I have to see what they're saying, Tom. What do they want me to do? Okay, let's make it between these two. You're on my mind and in my heart, and look for the rainbows. So the rainbow greeting or the on my mind greeting? Let's see what they say. Look for the rainbows. Okay, that one's winning out so far. Look for the rainbows. All right, we'll do look for the rainbows. Because it is a rainbow. It's kind of dumb to have a great rainbow sentiment and not use it. So I haven't used this sentiment before, so I'm just going to rub my fingers all over it just to make it stamp better. And then, so if I put look for the rainbows here at the bottom of the rainbow, I think I'm going to put it right like on the rainbow. I want to make sure these clouds are going to fit. I got to get the clouds in there. I could do the clouds a little off and make that right into the rainbow. Look for the rainbows. And this one over here. Oh yeah, that will be very cute. Okay, so I'm definitely not taking any chances. As long as this rainbow has taken me to create, I'm going to use my Misty for it. So let me get it into the Misty. And some of it will be on the rainbow and some of it will be off the rainbow. But that's okay. I think that'll look good. Look for the rainbows. So, okay, don't type in pure luxury cardstock. Just go to our cardstock category and type in white if you're looking for our pure luxury cardstock. It's just our white cardstock. That is our pure, all of our cardstock is our pure luxury cardstock, but the white is what you're looking for blending. And we have it in 80 pound and 120 pound. All right, so here we go. Look for the rainbows. I get my Chucky tool. And if you're new to my show here, you'll have to join our Gina K Designs and Stamp TV Friends group. My friend Chuck Meadows made this tool for me, and I use it all the time. Oh, that's so cute. That's adorable. So check it out. He made it out of a curtain finial and a furniture protecting pad, and he Gorilla Glued it together, and it helps me get even pressure on my Misty because I'm a little weak. So I also, sometimes I use my microfiber cloth, and that works as well. But I love that he made that for me, so I have to use it in all my lives. All right, so now it's time to cut this out and assemble the card, and then we're going to have Tom join us, and we're going to do a completely different kind of rainbow card. All right, so I'm going to use the Master Layouts 2 dies for this, and I need my plates. I just bought new plates. I haven't opened them yet. It's time. I've had these plates for a really long time, and they're just so crookedy. So let's get that. I'm going to go down just a little bit because my rainbows, oh, you guys can't see that. Let me see if I can move up there. My rainbows are going to come down here. My clouds, rather, are going to come down here. So I want to make sure that I've got enough room for them. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Okay, I'm just taking my shot here, and I'm just going to carefully place the plate and try to hold everything in place. Okay, makes a lot of noise when these go through. The bigger and more open the die, the more they seem to crack and crackle and make weird sounds. But that's okay. It's not going to hurt anything. Okay. I love the little stitching going around. That's so cute. So let's cut one of the black panels too. Let me find that. It's over here somewhere. I need a piece of black cardstock, and this is the bigger die that goes along with that Master Layouts 2 set. By the way, the Master Layouts 2, we have more of them on the way. I just got a shipping notice. So I know you guys have been waiting for that as well. Okay, so I'll let you in on a little secret. We are having a brand new release next Monday. We're having our autumn release. I told you this year I am going to enjoy the seasons. I am not rushing my life. And we decided to have our autumn release right the day. What day is the first day of autumn, Tom? Do you know that?
No, I don't have an almanac close by.
Tom said he doesn't have his almanac close by. I think it's like the 21st. Is it the 21st or the 23rd of September? Okay, do you guys like the yellow card base with that? Okay, I think I do. I'm going to tape this down here onto my black panel. So we're having our autumn release coming up, and we've got some really fun things in store for you. So I just have to tell you, if you liked our natural silhouettes, what was it? Nature's Touch card kit. The Nature's Touch, that was the one with all those silhouettes. If you liked that card kit, you are going to love our autumn card kit. You're going to love it.
A lot of confusion over the date.
Over the date? For the first day of autumn?
Some say 21st, some say 22nd.
Oh. Well, we're going to be perfect timing because our release is on the 21st. So, all right. So I could do it this way. I think I'm going to do it that way with the clouds kind of. Look at that. All right. So I'm going to use some foam squares to pop these up. And then there's nothing going on tonight, so we might be just a hair over, but that's all right. I think this second card is going to be a little easier than this one. I just had to try this, though. I was thinking about it ever since I talked to Alicia. I was thinking about rainbows and all kinds of things. Okay, so I'm going to let this one kind of drape over to that side a bit. And then the same thing on the other one. We have two Dellas here, Della. That's interesting. All right, and then this one right there. Oh, isn't that cute? The only thing I think that we need are a few little sprinkles on this card. So I'm going to use some disco ball sequins because they are very rainbowy. And I'm going to use some Connect glue. And I think I will maybe do one here, and one here, and one here. Ooh, that kind of splattered a bit. One here, one here, one here, and one maybe here. I don't want them to be like too patterned. I want them to really look like I just dropped the sequins down and they just landed wherever they landed. So let me zoom in a bit so you guys can see this better, what I'm doing here. Okay, so I have my Marvy tool. I actually got a new Marvy tool. I'm going to use my new one, my jewel picker. And the reason why I had to get a new one is because I dropped my jewel picker on the floor and I had Mishi here. And Mishi still is a little puppy and he likes to chew on anything rubbery. And he chewed on the tip of that other one. So it's not working as well as it used to. Little naughty boy. But I love him. He can come visit me anytime. So, you know, I'm sure some of you out there who have adult children, but don't have grandchildren yet, your adult children's pets become your grandchildren, right? So I'll tell you what my name is for my granddog. Okay, so there we go. Isn't that just pretty, sparkly, and fun? Love it. I don't think the chat stopped working. I see people chatting. Hopefully you guys still see and hear what I'm doing. So Laura Basson's hiding in me tonight. I know Laura Fedara. She is the rainbow queen, and I'm channeling my inner Laura tonight. So my dog, my little grand dog, I am not grandma. My nickname is Yummy because whenever Mishi comes over, I make Mishi homemade food. So Rena is mommy and I am Yummy. I love that name. Okay, so there's my first card for tonight. So let's back out and how about if we do a front shot, Tom? And I will back out here. Yay! All right, so Tom is going to join me now. Now we're going to have now the real fun starts. Come on over, Tom. Hey.
Hello, everybody.
How you doing?
I am well.
You doing okay?
Yes, good.
Good. You have a good day?
I did.
Yeah?
I'm very busy, yes.
You had a busy day?
Yep.
What'd you do today?
Gosh, now you put me on the spot.
Well, I'm going to cut cardstock while you remember.
All fun stuff.
Yeah.
Tax returns.
Oh, those are fun.
Move some paper.
Move cardstock around.
Mm-hmm.
And ink. We got this giant shipment of ink in. So, Tom, I know that Tom and I went over there on the weekend, and he was hauling these huge boxes with like 500 ink pads in each case around. All right. So it's good to see you and good to have you here.
Yeah, the mowing stopped, huh?
The mowing stopped. Yeah, it was good. You did a great job of yelling at them.
He just smiled and waved. And, at least
did he wave with all his?
I think he waved
with all his fingers.
It could have been any number of gestures.
Okay, so tonight we're making rainbows. You saw the rainbow card that I just made, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to do a different kind of rainbow. So this rainbow is going to look like it's just the part of the rainbow that's coming down into the cloud. So it's more of a straight rainbow.
Got it.
Okay, it's coming down in the middle. All right, so what we're going to do here is, I guess we're going to need the overhead again. Mm-hmm. So Tom has to run and change things. So for this, we're going to use purple tape. I'm going to use the wide purple tape and the skinny purple tape. So let's see here. Now, this piece of cardstock is 4 inches across. So a great way to measure where you want your rainbow to be, if you want it to be right in the center, is just to put this at the 4-inch mark and then take a pen and mark the 2-inch mark and mark the 2.5-inch mark. And I'm sorry, 2.5-inch mark and the 1.5-inch mark. You can even do this mark here and this mark here, just in case we need some guides. Let me do all these. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to do the 2. We're going to cut all this off anyway. So you see what I'm doing here? Can you see that? I'm just marking the 1/4 inch marks here so we can get some straight lines. We can use those as guides. So there you go. You want that?
All right.
So I don't know how many of those lines we'll use, but we definitely need to start at the 2-inch. We need to do something on either side of the 2-inch mark. All right, let me make sure I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that looks good. Do the same thing over here. So we're going to start at, there's the 2-inch mark, right? So we're going to start one stripe of rainbow will be at the 1 3/4 inch mark, and one will be at the 2 1/4 inch mark, and then we can work our way over on each side from there. So we have to decide up front, like how many different colors we want. Yeah, you could definitely use the grid for that too. That's true. See that? So we could do that as well if you want to work right on Misty pads. Do you want to do that? You can do that. Let's just tape that down here. There you go. You can have this one.
Yeah, I like this kind of card making.
You do? It's all like tools and stuff, right?
No, it's so far you did everything.
Oh, no, I don't have another Misty. Is there a Misty laying around somewhere? I thought I had another Misty with a mouse pad. Oh, no, I took the mouse pad off. So I only have one mouse pad.
So we have to share?
No, I have something else that I can use. This is a great other thing for you guys to use. If you have it. This is a little piece of leftover Misty grid paper. So I'll use that. How's that? Can line that up too. Okay, I hope that's not too squiggly. Do you think the lines are squiggling on them?
Squiggly.
Yeah, you know, like how when I wear a striped shirt, it doesn't film well.
No, I don't think it's squiggling.
You don't think it's squiggling? Okay. All right, so see the comments? Don't let her mess you up this time, Tom. All right, so you got to come in here more so they can see what you're doing. There we go. And you're nice and tacked down there. I want to be tacked down tight too. There we go. I don't want my paper moving around. So what we're going to do is we're going to just pick a spot, any spot, and we're not going to go past like maybe here. I'll just put some really light pen lines. Okay, so I don't know how many down I did, but we just want the things to come down, and then we're going to do a big cloud down at the bottom. Well, I'm going to start by putting some purple tape down along one end to the other end, like that, to mask off a stripe. And then I'm going to use some skinny purple tape and a piece of cardstock. Let me see if I can find a little piece of cardstock laying around here. You know, I sent some scraps to somebody that reached out to me and said that they needed some scraps. And I cleaned out my scrap drawer and I sent it. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this like just here anywhere. And then I'm going to tape along that line. How's that? You want to do that too? There's a piece of cardstock for you. Sometimes, I know it might be like a little bit of a complicated way to do this, but sometimes it's just fun to just get inky and... So I don't even know where my line went that I wanted to stop. Oh, there it is. It's right along this line right here. So I'm going to grab the pen from you. I'll make it right there.
Oops, I'm doing this wrong.
Need help? Want me to hold it? Okay. And then I'm going to take a little bit of purple tape and I'm going to make a mask. And we can keep reusing these same pieces of purple tape. I'm going to make a mask right there so I don't go further than that. So I'm going to start with red. And I'm using red velvet for my first stripe. And I'm going to start at the top and work my way down just like that.
All right.
Do you want to do a little strip going across like I did, a mask? Just pick a spot maybe somewhere. Because we're going to put a cloud at the bottom. Right. And there you can have the red one next. So now I'm going to pick this whole thing up.
I'm going to do the same thing?
Yep. Now I'm going to take a little bit of purple tape here just to cover the red. I am making use of the purple tape tonight. And then I'm going to put this one right along there. Line it up on my dots. And now I'm going with orange. I think I say orange wrong.
How are you supposed to say it?
I think it's orange. Like or, but we're from Philadelphia, so we don't say that right. We say orange.
Laranja.
Orange, orange. Okay, so I did another piece of skinny purple tape to mask the red line. And then I just moved this whole thing over one.
You mask it first?
Yeah. Ooh, I didn't go all the way down to the bottom.
You got to go with that.
No, I can't. I guess I could. My cloud would probably be big enough. But I feel like I need to do it right.
So am I doing this right now? I just tape it over?
Yeah, did you see what I did? I taped it so that
You got to pull this up.
yeah. You're just masking your red line. That orange is just not gonna blend. It might though. Let's see if it does. It would be very impressive if it does. Like after it dries, if it just all blends, we'll see. Okay. I'm leaving Tom alone tonight because I get yelled at a lot, you know, for helping and kind of annoying you. Nagging. I'm good at it though. I'm really good at nagging, so I try to use it. All right, and this one's going to go here, and onto this one. There. And this one, I'm going to use yellow. And you see, I'm using this same piece of purple tape because there's a little color on there, and as I get the yellow on there, it's going to pull a little bit of that orange, I think. Orange. I'm bad at that. Ooh, you see, it's pulling some of the orange. I think it pulled it in the wrong direction, but that's okay.
Right.
All right.
So,
yeah.
Okay, so I have a question about colors.
Okay.
And what makes it, I'm sure your friends will weigh in on this too, what makes a bad color combination? Why are some
color
nature or
no, nature doesn't do any bad color combinations. Nature's pretty good at it. I think that The biggest problem that people run into, and when they have trouble blending colors together, it's because they're blending colors that aren't close to each other on the color wheel. You know, so if you're trying to blend like purple and yellow, you're gonna get brown.
Well, that's what I mean. Nature, I mean, not even like these kinds of color combinations, but like, you know, cardstock combinations or.
Well, I like to use complementary colors. So I like to use colors that
What makes them complementary though?
Where they're placed on the color wheel.
Okay.
So you can Google the color wheel and you can print a copy of a color wheel.
So what is nature?
Well, yeah,
Nature based, what your eye is used to looking at in nature?
I think so, yeah. I mean, I also, and everybody out there will vouch for this, sometimes I put together some crazy color combinations and I don't always think they're going to look good. And then they really end up.
You use a new piece of paper every time for this?
No, I just used a different one for this one for some reason. It was getting kind of wet. Yes, thank you so much for mentioning that, Annette. If you guys could, I've never asked this before, but I think I will. If you could like this video, but only like it if you really like it. Like this video, and also if you could subscribe to the channel, that'd be great, because then you'll always be in the know when the next video comes out. All right, so I'm going to go to the next one. And I guess there's some really helpful things about liking videos on YouTube. It will actually help our channel when you like the video. Then people get recommended and more people can find us. So I really appreciate that. All right, so now I'm going to do Turquoise Sea. We're almost done. I know it's 8 o'clock almost. Not really, but almost. And we're just going to add a cloud to the end here. Oh, I forgot to. I'm going to do it anyway. I forgot to. See? Wasn't paying attention. Selling my thumbs up. And then look what I did.
Distracted crafting.
Yes. Distracted crafting. Okay, that's pretty though. That's a very pretty sea green. All right, and the last one, we're going with violet here. Wild lilac. How's yours going over there?
Great.
Is it?
Outrageous.
So somebody noticed that you got a haircut.
I did.
Yep. Rena
did.
Rena cut Tom's hair. Rena's in beauty school. For those of you who are new to the channel, maybe you haven't watched us before, Rena is our daughter, and she also has a YouTube channel, and she does card making videos, and they are hysterical. They are so funny. So if you want a good laugh, head over to her YouTube channel. She's got some really fun stuff. Okay, I'm doing my last color. Oh, thank you. Barb said my laugh is infectious. You know, one time infectious was a good thing. I don't know. All right, and I'm getting my purple on. Well, I appreciate that. Okay, now I'm going to get all this off of here. I can save all of these, though, and use them again.
What's after green?
Blue. Blue. Yes, look at how pretty that is. Isn't that cool? That was so fun. All right, so I'm going to erase. I have ink all over me. Erase that and erase that. I'm not going to worry about this so much. And then I'm going to cut that out. Okay, let me put this aside so I can save all of these pieces. Your last color is going to be purple. Here's the purple. It was laying on my card. Still okay, though. And now while you're doing that, I'm thinking that we could I want to see how big this is. That's not going to be a big enough cloud. We're going to have to freehand a cloud, Tom.
Okay.
We can do it, right? Freehand a cloud. I want to have a nice, big, puffy cloud. Let's see here. I'm going to try to go with the same shape as the stencil. It's kind of a big cloud, but...
Whoops.
Got a good cloud? That's pretty good, right? It's going to be so cute. Look how cute that is. Now I need to put a little gray on that. I think, let's see if we have a gray brush somewhere. Now maybe I'll do the turquoise.
All right, I'm exhausted.
You're exhausted? Somebody's calling you, Tom, you forgot orange. I don't think you did, though. I think you did the orange, didn't you?
I don't think I did.
Okay, well, don't do the orange now. Oh, you just went from yellow to red. I mean, from red to yellow. That's all right.
Should I do the orange now?
No.
Why not?
Because that's not the order
It's not
that it goes.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not the right thing to do.
Red is close. Well, you could do it.
Yeah.
Red is closer to yellow, though. So I think that would look fine. But I think you should put purple there. That's my opinion.
Purple.
So I'm going to just go around.
So it would look strange if I put, it would put people off.
It would put people off.
All right.
People would thumbs down the
See,
video. They would
okay.
leave. They'd unsubscribe. They might even report the video.
Really?
Yeah. I've seen it.
I had no idea.
Yes. You can't put orange next to purple. People will report this video if you do that.
All right. Yeah.
You can't take those kinds of chances. Yeah, it's Rena. If you want to see Rena's channel, so you know my channel is Gina K Designs. Just find Rena K Designs. Her name is exactly like mine without the G, Rena K. All right, so I'm just going to go around the edges of this cloud. Yeah, you don't want to get my channel taken down because you put orange next to purple.
All right. I'll make a note of that. No orange next to purple.
No orange next to purple. All right, so I just went around the outside of that to highlight it.
You don't know what you're missing, though.
Orange next to purple? You think that's the thing? All right, next time you're on, you're doing orange next to purple. So my
rainbow has some ridges in it.
That's okay. That's kind of, it looks like watercolor, your rainbow. Doesn't his rainbow look like watercolor? You could put, right, Joanne said you could put orange over the red and red next to it. But then you're kind of going this way and you're going to be a little bit off. I think you should leave it. Yours will just be a little skinnier. Yours might look better.
That's fine.
So I just freehand cut a cloud. So these are Brutus Monroe scissors. Christopher Allen scissors. They're awesome. I love them. I love him. Okay, and that's going to be my cloud. Look how cute. So while Tom is cutting, he's freehanding his his cloud. I'm going to move the Misty out of the way here, okay? I know where you can get your orange, Tom. You can do an orange card base, since that's the only color missing. I don't know that he likes that idea. All right.
No, that works.
So, it works? Okay, so I'm going to get the Spellbinders
do
machine.
Better than horrible here.
It's better than horrible. That's all we can ask for. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut it again with the Master Layouts 2. I want to make sure it's straight so my rainbow doesn't look too crazy and crooked. All right. Would you like me to cut yours out?
Yes, please.
Okay. Oh, that knocked me over. Did I show you my crystals with my rainbow, Tom? So beautiful. Oh, there we go. That cute little edge. Let's cut Tom's out too. I need to erase. I don't know where the pen went. We'll find it. But we're going to start down here. We're going to cut it so that it's straight. And you can see we can fix that because we can move it over a little bit and make it a little more even that way. So we're doing purple. You could put orange over there. Yes, orange next to the red. That's true. We could go in that direction. We could have done that. People have good ideas. All right, there you go. There's yours, your purple cloud. So while Tom's doing that, I'm going to cut out 2 more black pieces. Can I reach over here? Sorry. I put deodorant on. Okay. And we'll cut out these little black pieces here. Okay. I really could have put more red now that I'm looking at my other rainbow. I think it needed red, but it's okay. Here you go. Oh, that's cute. I like your purple cloud. So do you want to stamp a greeting in your cloud? That's where we're going to put the greeting. That's my suggestion. Of course, I don't want to tell you what to do because I get yelled at for that. But I am going to adhere these 2 panels together now. First, I should probably take the lid off. And then what color card base should I do, guys? My other one was yellow. This is my other one, is yellow. So I'm thinking, I have a couple different ones cut here. Here is, let me grab a couple. So here's sweet mango. And then we have Lucky Clover. There's Lucky Clover. I can't see their comments. I don't know what their suggestion. Sorry.
Give me purple.
You want purple?
Or orange.
Well, either. Here's purple. I want to see yellow for mine. Here, try this purple. I think that should be a tent-fold.
Tent-fold.
You know, like this way. I think I'm going to do mine in yellow.
Sideways?
Oh, I guess it's like really, like that rainbow's just coming at you. See, it's kind of coming down from the sky, no?
Piece of popcorn flying across. Magic popcorn. And this is the sky falling.
It's not the sky falling. It's just the part of the rainbow coming down. Maybe it should be coming out of the cloud. What do you think? I like it coming this way because I feel like it's like, you know, it's this big arc and it's coming up and going around. Like this is just the part down here at the bottom, you know? No?
All right.
What do you need? This?
Yeah, you want it?
No. I want to put my greeting on here first. So I'm going to get the Misty for that. So I think, can I get in the way here? I'm going to use a little bit of this tape real quick, and I'm just going to tape this down. We're just a few minutes over. It's not bad. We don't have anywhere to be. Let's see. What should we do? Enjoy every moment. That would be cute.
Gina, let him be.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Bobby. I will let him be. Okay. You're going to be okay. Boy, I really wanted to use this one, the Be the Rainbow in somebody else's cloud. You know, Tom, you could fit that if you wanted to do your sideways thing. No, you can't. Forget it. I'm going to do Enjoy Every Moment. I could do Look for Rainbows again. Look for Rainbows. I'm going to do Enjoy Every Moment. I have a Look for Rainbows card. I'm doing Enjoy Every Moment.
I want bright orange.
You want bright orange? Do you want more orange than that? There's Tangerine Twist. That's sweet mango.
Tangerine Twist.
Yeah. You'll have to get that out of the cabinet. I think it's in the cabinet. I don't know. I don't know. I might have one. You have to look.
You have me on the show. You gotta have everything ready here.
I'm sorry. All right. Enjoy every moment. I'm trying. Here we go. Oh, yeah. That is spectacular.
I like purple.
All right. You're going to go with purple?
Mm-hmm.
To offset your
purple
cloud. Okay. So what do you want to put on yours? Do you want to put Enjoy Every Moment, or do you want to look at these? I'm going to let you be. Bobby told me to let you be. I'm going to let you be and let you pick. So I'm going to put these back. And then,
do you have a stamp that says, don't just look down, send help?
I don't have that.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to move the Misty out of the way, and it's yours.
Look for the rainbows. Is that what you did?
That's what I did for my other one, but I did for this one, I did Enjoy Every Moment. So you do look for the rainbows. All right, I'm going to tape mine down to my card base. And then I'm going to pop up my cloud at the bottom here. Oh, I love that. I'm going to use 3 foam squares for this one. Patricia's saying you should add orange. Just so you know, that's what Patricia said.
You don't have orange ready to go.
I don't have Tangerine Twist. Sorry, Patricia. I don't have the right cardstock cut for Tom. Tom needs Tom. We do need Tom quotes.
I'll use the mango.
You want to use the mango?
An orangeless. There's some kind of orange in there, I think.
There is, yeah. There's a little orange in there. Right. You're all right. Don't worry.
Okay.
Enjoy every moment. Okay, so there's mine coming out of the cloud, coming down into the cloud. And then I want to add some sparkles onto this. Tom has every piece of cardstock that I have out right now, trying to decide for you guys. Okay, I'm putting some more sequins on mine.
Don't you have the tent color? Orange? The tent?
The tent? Oh, you want a tent one?
Well, that's what I'm making.
Well, you could go sideways. It could be book style. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Like it would open like a book. See, Tom likes the tent top style. The tent.
Like that?
Yeah, you could do that. Okay, so I'm going to start my Connect glue up here. Let's see. I'm going to put one here.
This is a lot of work this week.
Are you having fun, though?
Oh, having a blast.
Okay, that's all that matters. See how that looks. Oh, that's not enough. I gotta do one more. Do one here. You need black ink?
I do.
There you go. All right. I'm putting sequins on. All these sequins are stuck. There we go. Did you see our new mermaid tail sequins? Holy schmazzoli, they're beautiful. I don't know if you guys saw them yet, but look at these. Mermaid tail.
Whoops.
They're just so pretty. Oh, that's all right. That comes off with stamp cleaner. Don't worry. Be happy.
Does everything come off with stamp cleaner?
Everything comes off with stamp cleaner. All right, there's mine. I feel like I need more sequins. I want to add more. Should I just add more? Should I put one on the rainbow? I put one on the rainbow. I can't help it. I need more. I should use more colors. I tend to use, well, this one, the disco ball is very rainbowy to begin with. I love it, hon. You did a great job.
Need a drink.
Okay, that's a lot of sequins, but I like it. Do you want sequins or are you good?
I think I'm good.
You're good? All right. So here we go. Here are some different rainbow style cards for you guys. Tom, you look like your cloud looks very angry, like it's pushing that rainbow. I'm sorry, it's very good. I love it. It's really lovely. It's really lovely.
All right, we'll see what the ladies say about it.
Yeah, okay, let's see. There's gentlemen out there too. I bet they have your back. Okay, Tom, you always pull it off. That's great. Look, Kathy said. They're all great.
It's like a fist.
I love Tom's card. See? That's right. It's like a fist. It's like, yes. Okay. They love your card. Well, for those of you who haven't joined our Facebook group, head over to Gina K Designs and Stamp TV Friends because you can see close-up pictures of all of these cards. I'll be taking close-ups. Yeah. And you'll be able to see all of those. So Tom, come on back in. Get Tom back in. Yeah, I like these. These were really fun tonight. I had a good time. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
Good, good. So you heard that I was talking to your daughter about plants and what you feed, and she didn't think she had a green thumb, but she realized that she was trying to grow these little seeds without tending to them at all. Just put them in the dirt, walk away, and hope they grow. And now she's home and she's working on them and, you know, spraying them with water and making sure she's rotating them in the sun, and they're all blooming. And we talked about it a lot. And really, it's all about putting the time in to those things to make them grow. So I have a closing quote for the night. Hey, thanks for being here. No, don't leave.
Thank you.
You don't have to leave. Thanks. I like having you here. Laser rainbow. That's yours. Laser rainbow.
Purple rain.
Purple rain. Yes.
Somebody
rain.
said that.
That's right. Purple rain. Okay, that's all right. Now
Thank
there's a
you.
whole different.
You gotta find who that was.
Yes, that has a whole different feel now. Purple rain. I love that. Well, tonight's final quote is this. Whenever you feed, whatever you feed will flourish. Whatever you water will grow. And pay attention to what you devote your time to. You are the cultivator of your present circumstances. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We had so much fun with you. Did you get the other screen? Oh, you did? All right. You're on it.
Yes, but I don't have an arm that long.
So you got to leave.
Yes.
All right.
Bye all. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll be back on Wednesday with Whimsical Wednesday. And I want to remind you one more time that we have a brand new release coming on Monday night. We have some beautiful stamp sets by our illustrators and a brand new kit that you are going to go crazy for. I'm so excited about it. So thank you all so much for joining me. In the meantime, before Wednesday, stay safe, stay healthy. I love you all, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.